Yes, hello guys, welcome to another video today. And today we're going to be talking about some football results, but most especially we're going to dive into Manchester United result for today. But before I start, I'm going to run through a couple of results and games that happened. So if we try to look at the games this week in the Premier League, we're going to be excuse me, we're going to be focusing more on Premier League. Everton beat Tottenham today, and it's quite strange. No one saw that coming. So Sean Dyche's team or David Moyes' team actually did a good job. So he's an incoming manager, and he has done a brilliant job. We all know he was the manager of Everton before he left to take over the role at Manchester United when Sir Alex Ferguson left. So this is a brilliant start for him, and long may it continue. And Nottingham Forest, Southampton, it was a game that most people thought Nottingham Forest is going to win the game, and they're actually flying this year. And Ipswich versus Manchester City, this is quite, let's not say embarrassing, because we have seen Manchester City do this to many people, 6-0. So this was a good game for Man City, and they are gathering momentum to go again for the second, because we all know the second half of the season is always for Man City, because they can put in strings of good results and to mount a title charge. We don't know if it's going to happen, but no one doubts Pep Guardiola. And the game we're going to be focusing on, actually, it's Manchester United. As you can see on the thumbnail with Bruno, the game was lost today, and it was a hard watch because they tried to compete, but it was also difficult for them. We saw the manager play three center backs, Lenny Yoro, Matthias De Ligt, and Harry Maguire. To me, I see, maybe, in my own opinion, I see the central backs are a little bit slow. Matthias De Ligt and Maguire, they're having a similar profile, but De Ligt, maybe he's still younger, so he has more time. So I don't know what you guys think, but probably if I won't play Maguire and De Ligt. I don't know what happened to Martinez, but he was on the bench, but he never came on, or probably is it resting. And the game was 2-1. The game was 2-1, and Andre Onana made it difficult for his teammate by letting the ball slip, and is Jorginho scored the third goal, and that was pretty it. So in the midfield, we had Manu Gate and Kobe Maino, good on the ball, but I don't know if they're getting tired, because they were not a little bit of legs. They were no more. They are young, and they should be able to play aggressive, but we couldn't see that. We didn't see that today. Is it fatigue for playing after every 2 days or 3 days, as the manager said? We don't actually know, but hopefully they regain their form, and also because they're quite good young players. Mazawi was substituted, but pretty always as usual, playing same as usual. Diego Dallo, he did some good bits, but not so much. I think with Dallo, he has played a lot of football these past 3 years that I almost feel like it's does he get too much? Because I feel he doesn't focus. Guys, you let me know in the comment, but I think he doesn't focus too much. I don't know what is happening with him, but the focus is not really there on Dallo. And Ahmad Jallo today was pretty quiet. He was pretty quiet, but still you could see that he was a threat. He did his best. Fernandez scored the penalty, but overall for the team, not a good goal. I mean, not a good, not so good. Zexi tried his best, and it wasn't really that working. It wasn't fluid. The game wasn't really going as planned. Maybe Brighton was picking a lot of second balls, and I was like, I wasn't really impressed with that, because I thought Brighton shouldn't be picking a lot of second balls. They have to maybe stay focused, aggressive, and trying to play. Because if you let people pick on second balls, all the 50-50 challenge, Brighton were winning it. That's why I thought they couldn't play, because that's the problem here. in this team. They have to find a way that they have to win those duels. Um, Zexe played pretty full 90 minutes, and rightly so, because Rasmus Holland was a little bit having a tough time last game, and many people expected Zexe to come in because he has been putting in a strings of good results. And let's not, I don't want to say, do we give credit to Brighton? We all know Brighton are a good ball playing side. And they work hard, but I think there's not enough goals in the team. So they are a team focused on always trying to build up. So where actually, before talking about Brighton, where I see Man U is the attacking players of Man U, the defense and the attack. I mean, the defense and the midfield have to try to do a lot to bring those attacking players into the final third, because I see most often and not most often we are being pushed back into our own side, that when we try to play, we try to rush and play on a counter. So the thing is, from the defense, I think, for me, I don't know what you guys think in the comment section, but Maguire and Dele shouldn't play together. That is slow. Young Lenny Euro is still learning his trade. He will come good, I believe that. So we should have central backs who are more quicker. So if you can play Dele, Martinez, and Euro, or sometimes you can mix it, because Mazawi actually had played sometimes in the place of Lenny Euro, just to make it that back line more quicker. And you bring Diego Dallo on the right, and probably bring maybe a left-footed on the left, sometimes like that. But the thing I'm seeing is that defense. That was when I was watching the game, because the defense, they don't want to go and commit so much, because they are scared of pace, that someone is going to run in behind them. So thereby you have to bring in players who are more maybe faster at that place. And then if you look at, also we have to work on maybe bringing in a good striker that takes his chances, know what to do, and then it's going to help the team, because I think that the team has to grow individually. There are bits and pieces that you can see, but the thing is, I always look at like the first part, the build up. When they're building up, Delic and Maguire, they don't play the interval passes. They always play sideways passes because they're scared. So Ole Martinez does that, and that is not a good thing. That pass cannot be. You cannot play a three at the back, and that you're scared. So one of them needs to go out of the team, and which probably Maguire has extended. They have extended his contract into. Um, they've taken the option of to trigger the 1 year of his contract, but probably at one point in time he's going to be the backup to Delic for sure, because Delic is 24, if I'm not mistaken, and he has more growth in him. So, and on that side, it should be on the left side. It should be Lisandro Martinez debuting or playing with Luke Shaw. We all know Luke Shaw is not fit, so probably it's going to be Lisandro Martinez and another player there. So this is where I think this team has to grow. And then in the midfield, they have to find a way that, I don't know, there should be a way that they are always three when the balls are played. Because I think Manu Gate and Kobe Mino, maybe sometimes two in there is quite hard. So we have to find a way to make another third man there. Then Ahmad Diallo and whoever the striker is. But I think the striker has to be prolific and has speed. So the team has room for growth, and also the wing backs. We know he hasn't had any transfer yet, so let's see how it goes. And talking about Brighton, yeah, there's always a few players that are always causing trouble. I think Baleba, he didn't have his most usual game today because he was caught on the ball. He was the one who gave United the penalty, but he played 90 minutes and he had a good game. Joao Pedro, always a handful for many people. I think he did quite well, and yes, I think he has scored now for United against United too, home and away. So pretty good for Brighton, but I think this team needs to develop, and they are right where they are because the table doesn't lie. I don't Are they languishing in 14 or whatsoever? But anyway, this was just a pretty run of analyzing what United did. But generally, the game was a poor game. That because the second ball United didn't compete, and I think they should be competing. They should be trying to do things better than that. And yes, I think that is it for that. Nothing much to say because it's a loose game. I think they have to go again to try to do something better or try to win the next game. I think they are now in Europe and they have to play is it Europa League game on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, guys, that was just analysis for that, and we keep in touch and stay tuned. See you guys. Bye.